Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Ron, and today we're diving into President Trump's 2026 National Cyber Strategy for America. This is a really significant policy document that just came out in March 2026, and it represents a major shift in how the United States is approaching cybersecurity. We're going to walk through all 6 pillars of this strategy, and I'll also highlight how each one differs from the Biden administration's 2023 strategy so you can see exactly what's changed. Let's get started. Pillar 1 is shape adversary behavior. This pillar is all about using the full range of national capabilities to deter and disrupt adversaries. The focus is on offensive cyber operations, dismantling criminal infrastructure, denying safe havens to hackers, and raising the costs for cyber aggression. Now, how is this different from 2023? The Biden strategy also emphasized disrupting threats, but the Trump strategy takes a more explicitly aggressive stance. It's less about multilateral coordination and more about unilateral American cyber power being used to impose consequences on adversaries. The messaging is much more direct. If you attack America, we will come after you with everything we've got. Pillar 2 is promote common sense regulation. This one's really interesting because it focuses on reducing compliance burdens while still improving cyber defense. The priorities here include streamlining cybersecurity regulations, aligning global standards, and protecting Americans' privacy rights. So what changed from 2023? This is probably the biggest shift in the entire strategy. The Biden administration emphasized mandatory reporting requirements, government oversight, and regulatory enforcement to drive cybersecurity improvements. The Trump strategy flips that completely. It calls regulations burdensome and wants to reduce them, trusting industry to lead with government support rather than government mandates. It's a move from compliance-driven security to market-driven security. Pillar 3 is modernize federal networks. This pillar focuses on upgrading government cybersecurity infrastructure to make federal systems more secure and resilient. The key initiatives include implementing zero-trust architecture, deploying post-quantum cryptography to protect against future quantum computing threats, cloud modernization, AI-powered threat detection, and improved procurement processes for advanced technology. How does this compare to 2023? Actually, this pillar has a lot of continuity with the Biden strategy. Both administrations recognize that federal networks need serious modernization. The difference is mostly an execution emphasis. The Trump strategy places more emphasis on procurement reform and getting cutting-edge technology into government hands faster, while the Biden strategy focused more on standardization and compliance frameworks. Pillar 4 is secure critical infrastructure. This pillar is about protecting the sectors essential to national security and the economy, including the energy grid, financial systems, telecommunications, data centers, water utilities, and healthcare systems. Supply chain security and rapid incident recovery are emphasized here. What's different from 2023? Both strategies recognize critical infrastructure as a top priority, but they approach it differently. The Biden strategy pushed for mandatory security standards and government-led coordination. The Trump strategy emphasizes public-private partnerships with industry taking the lead, supported by government resources, but not government mandates. It's about empowering companies to secure themselves rather than regulating them into compliance. Pillar 5 is maintain leadership in emerging technologies. This pillar is all about protecting and accelerating innovation in critical technologies like artificial intelligence security, quantum computing, blockchain and cryptocurrency systems, secure data infrastructure, and protection of intellectual property. The strategy also warns against foreign technologies that embed censorship, surveillance, or ideological control. How does this differ from 2023? Both strategies recognized emerging tech as critical, but the Trump strategy is much more explicitly focused on economic competition with China and protecting American innovation from foreign theft and influence. There's also a stronger emphasis on cryptocurrency and blockchain security, reflecting the administration's more favorable stance toward digital assets. The Biden strategy was more cautious about crypto and focused more on AI safety regulations. Pillar 6 is build cyber workforce capacity. This pillar focuses on expanding the U.S. cyber talent pipeline through education partnerships, technical training programs, industry collaboration, and workforce development across academia, government, and the private sector. Cyber talent is described as a strategic national asset. What changed from 2023? Both strategies recognize the workforce shortage as a critical problem. The Biden strategy emphasized government-led training programs, diversity initiatives, and public sector career pathways. The Trump strategy shifts more toward industry-led training, apprenticeships, and reducing barriers for non-traditional candidates like veterans to enter the field. It's less about government programs and more about empowering the private sector to build the workforce it needs. So, to summarize, the 2026 National Cyber Strategy represents a significant philosophical shift from the Biden administration's approach. The Trump strategy emphasizes offensive cyber operations, deregulation, industry leadership, and American technological dominance. The Biden strategy emphasized multilateral cooperation, regulatory enforcement, and government led coordination. Both strategies recognize the same threats and challenges, but they propose very different solutions based on different views of government's role in cybersecurity. If you want to read the full policy paper, you can find it at whitehouse.gov. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. What questions do you have about the strategy or how these changes might impact cybersecurity going forward?